Thank God it's Friday. Well, what you're just about to watch, it may confuse you a little bit because I looked a little younger. Yes, because I'm just about to share Thank God it's Friday 2024. This is a series that every Friday shows you the activities here at Salento with Love, or probably the run around that I take place in my life on a weekly basis with many beautiful things happening. But this is 2024, remember. So whenever you are leaving a comment, remember that we are back in 2024. If you'd like to subscribe to the 2025, well then do that by subscribing to the Thank God it's Friday 2025. And also, when you're visiting Puglia, come stop here by the office and one of these fabulous books will be waiting for you together with a lot of other things. So enjoy Thank God. Good morning on this beautiful Monday morning. What an amazing Monday today. We have the arrival of Palazzo Bella, which I think they're on the plane. They should be arriving here in a couple of hours. So after I finish doing a few things, then we'll all be standby, ready, waiting for these wonderful people taking possession of their property. But I've just started my morning at Mississippi with Love, where the painters and decorators are just doing the last finishes, the last few touches before delivering this wonderful place. We're just working on this space here at Palazzo Lillo at the moment, because this is where the TV, the sofa is going to be positioned here, and that's where the TV is going to be fitted. So coming through there, having the TV protruding into the room is not really a comfort. You may hit it as you're going through. So we're just digging into the wall. We're still putting a little joist at the top and digging into the wall about 4 inches and creating a cavity which will then be plastered, and then the TV can be fitted inside that space there. Quindi lui magari il gabinetto invece lo mette qua e lo sposta più di là. Tutto chiuso paro, sì.
Vabbè, ma no, non ti stringerò, prima magari passi prima.
No, che mi stringo lì non mi disturba, perché la luce passa lo stesso, pure nel caso di dovessi stringere qua la luce passa lo stesso e rimane tutto aperto, capito? Pure la nicchia là sotto la chiudo. Fantastic, hopping from one place to another, and while I walk this beautiful street, my sister Anna Maria is in this property, this red property on the corner, with Christine and Lee. So Anna Maria is in there. Christine, Lee, well done. And again, remote purchasing. It's been so effective in securing extraordinary assets without the stress sometimes that can be related to purchase a property. It's time to check Palazzo Angelini, where the second level of the underfloor heating is getting fitted, completing the 2 levels of this monumental part of the project. Buongiorno, volti in fragrante. Amazing. It's just amazing the engineering that goes into the underfloor heating system. You think it's just water going through, but measurements need to be done to make sure that the length of each pipe or ring that goes back onto the manifold is the right size, and calculations need to be done also to establish the power of the pump and the heat pump. I'm outside Palazzo Bella. Specific request not to film their arrival, so this is not going to be on the YouTube channel, but I do have a few people here. Toti, Giacomo, what are you doing here?
Happy Monday. Waiting for the arrival of a client. Yeah. Really excited.
Really? What do you think of the property?
I love it. Can't wait for them to see it with their own eyes.
Wow. And this?
The most beautiful colors in the world.
A little bit of made in Italy. When Anna Maria runs away, so I'm gonna, on this week, Thank God it's Friday, we got Christine and Lee. Well, you're gonna see in yourself because you are part of the Thank God it's Friday. So anyway, so you've just seen the house that you are buying for the first time, and
I don't think it could have. I don't understand how a house
in person is more beautiful than the house on the video. This is such a gorgeous place.
It's beautiful. We are so happy.
We cannot wait to be.
So remote purchasing works.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So maybe a testimonial coming later, but this is on This Week, Thank God It's Friday. I've been bouncing around and I just bumped into them with my sister. So seeing the property for the first time today.
Yeah.
We'll do dinner tomorrow.
I love
Doing
it.
dinner tomorrow.
Love it. Thank you.
So after a year and a half, we have delivered Palazzo Bella.
We did.
Well, we did promise them that we will not have them on this channel on YouTube. They're very reserved.
Yeah, we are not.
But they're not that reserved actually. They're lovely, but they're just. But what do you think was the impression?
I have to say, this is kind of like one of a kind. I loved it. I love the colors of the window.
I don't care what you thought about their property. I'm talking about what did you think about the people meeting their property for the first time. So I'm a little bit hard with them, but doesn't listen to my questions.
No, to be honest, I think it's a magical moment. It's what pays you back of all the hard work and really seeing the like O's.
Giacomo, what did you think about them meeting their house for the first time?
Totally agree with Toti. It's a very magical moment that stay in the arts of the ones.
I think it's difficult to recreate, and I think that I want to be humble, but what we do is magical. I think it's magical.
I mean, if you think, the house was purchased remotely, meaning that they never came to this town. Then they did come after. Then the project was managed remotely. So they never managed to see anything while the work was going on. So if you had to judge from 1 to 10 how many things we got right and how many things we got wrong after spending 2 hours with them today, from 1 to 10, how many things did we get right?
I think we got right more than 10, to be honest.
More than 10?
Yeah, I mean, did you see?
He's not biased.
No. It's because, I mean, on top of what we did, there were things that they were on hold themselves seeing, like, with their own eyes. And
Giacomo,
like,
you saw this for the first time happening today. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy were the people?
More than 10, I'd say.
Wow, that's what working hard really
be humble,
means.
11.
All right, guys, I'll let you get on with your work. Ciao. Well, on This Week, Thank God It's Friday, yes, you didn't get to see Julian and Sandra and the 2 kids embracing the new space, but I must say, after working for a year and a half and being nervous, losing sleep, and these particular moments, which they happen 3, 4, 5 times a year, are very, very significant for me, because hundreds of decisions have been made remotely, and in making sure that I have heard, I've listened, and I've executed their desires, and also in doing so I've increased the quality of living of the house. So 11 out of 10, that's good for me. I had to come here to Corigliano, where we're just getting rid of all this old metal doors. The end of an exciting Monday. About 7 o'clock in the evening. I think it's time for me to go. It's been very beautiful, very eventful. I haven't eaten anything from last night. I've been driven by the adrenaline and the happiness and the beauty of today. I've also just received a message by the family that took possession of Palazzo Bella, which fills my heart with joy, because managing a project totally remotely, managing their expectations, and people arriving a year and a half later with a place finished above their expectations, it's absolutely fantastic. I do find that sometimes people get so involved that they lose that magic element. So I really truly believe that remote purchasing achieves so many objectives at so many levels, not just achieving what people like to realize in their project, but also doing it with that element of detachment, which allows them to keep the magic, keep the positiveness, keep all of those things in the right place. Because when you are refurbishing a property, there is always little things happening, always. And sometimes if you're in the front line, just like unfortunately the people on the front line are the ones that take the bullets. And so not being on the front line allows them as well to keep that beautiful positive element. And so when they are confronted with the beauty of the work that is being carried out, they just have that to focus on. So I'm a big promoter of remote purchasing, remote refurbishing. Today has been a super successful day. Good morning on this Tuesday morning. I've just arrived at the notary office. Interesting day actually. I think I did have a couple of these days in the course of the years where I've got 3 closing. One right now at 9:30, one at 4 o'clock and one at 5 o'clock. And then Anna Maria, my sister, she'll be here at 10:30 as well to get the power of attorney sorted out with a couple that are here buying a property in Galatina. So there's 4 visits at the notary today. So we're here at the notary. Toti, I'm acting as a translator today.
All right.
Anna Maria, I think, as a witness, and she's on the phone. And here we have the wonderful couple, De Castro, Christine and Lee, just doing the power of attorney.
Yeah.
So you do the power of attorney and then you'll go back to the US.
Then we'll go back to the U.S.
Well, no, you go back to the water first.
Yes.
Water first,
Water
then to the
first.
U.S.
Beautiful water.
And then by the time we come back in October, we'll have keys in hand. It'll be wonderful.
Fantastic. Well, I'll leave you in good hands. You don't need me at this stage. The next stage is where you need me to sign as the power of attorney. See you later. If you are physically here, you will need a translator and 2 witnesses, and which they put the power of attorney, and then you are physically here giving power of attorney to a person that you trust. In this particular case, or in some cases, obviously the client gives it to me. So the person who's representing you as the power of attorney will need to show up and sign a title deed when the moment comes, or sometime the power of attorney is put into place and the completion is done immediately after that. So you may show up half an hour before, put the power of attorney in place. This will save, this is a mechanism that I've mastered and I put together years ago. This will save money from engaging a translator, which it needs to be an official translator to be present there during the actual title deed or the completion, and translating the whole title in English. And so the title needs to be done in 2 languages, in Italian and English. So having a power of attorney there, even if you're physically there, will save you an average of 1,000 to 1,500 euros, even after you've paid for the power of attorney to be put into place. Well, I don't know if you recognize this beautiful property, but there's so much work happening, and in this particular case, Toti is the project manager here. So we are replacing, this has been done in stages, this project, and it's been amazing. From refurbishing the entire kitchen, putting an AC system, doing 2 bathrooms, and what's happening at the moment, the entire floor, it's getting replaced. In this particular case, as I turn the camera around, there's a little bit of a scary scene, but it's exactly what needs to be done. Wow. So the entire floor and the entire house has been removed, and now is waiting to be screeded before the new floor can be attached. The old floor was literally lifting up, probably put in the 1980s or beginning of the 80s. And the material that they used to actually glue the floor down wasn't really up to the standard of today. Buongiorno a tutti. Eccoci, mamma mia, sto spazio piccolo, tutti qua vi siete messi. Abbiamo fatto una bella cosa lì, Abbiamo fatto bene. Abbiamo fatto bene.
Abbiamo guadagnato spazio per un...
Sì, per il lavabo.
Il lavabo.
Sì. Buongiorno, siamo tutti qua dentro oggi, L'aperitivo manca. A little bit more space for the toilet and the basin there, fantastic. And at the bottom. So finishing touches here in Mississippi with Love, where the electricians are here on site, just finishing a few things off. Bit of a deja vu. I'm back here at the notary. I grabbed my jacket, although it's about 100 Fahrenheit. Can't wait to finish today. Just like yesterday, I bought a stand-up paddle. Although the first day I lost my mask, the second day I lost my paddle. See what happens today. Anyway, now at the notary, let's go and do these 2 more title. Davide. Good morning from Palazzo Angelini this morning. It's beautiful to see things being reinstated and looking beautiful.
Fantastic work here, all the stitching that has been done and the filling of all the little cracks and scraping off all the old paint. I guess this is the last opportunity I have to see the underfloor reading maze, because it is a maze. We have managed to achieve a comfortable, a glass door here, maybe frosted. We'll have a toilet there and a basin here. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Now this brings back memories. I'm back here where Grotto Gasper is, and I'm just about to see a property together with Michael that potentially would like to buy, which is very, very close to Grotto Gasper. It's been a fantastic day, a bit tough. Also, yes, consulting with Michael at Gasper Grotto about this property across the road. Again, what I've learned today is that the work that we do is extremely valuable. It saves an incredible amount of money and resources. So yeah, plus I've spent quite a lot of time in the office doing a lot of paperwork and having a beautiful meeting with Giacomo. So now I'm going home. It's just gone 8 o'clock. I was going to finish at 6:30 and jump in the water, but no, I got really trapped in what I love doing. All right, let's get on with the evening. So how was your day?
Oh, it was a lot of fun. We got to see so many projects in so many states, and it just kind of makes us can't wait till we get to the close table.
Everything's better in person. You can't believe it, but it truly is better in person. We watched from the television screen for months now, Salento with Love. And when you're here, it's an amazing experience.
But remote works.
Yes,
But then you
remote
came
works.
over and you saw the property that you had committed to buy, and when you saw the property,
It was better than seeing it online.
Everything is better.
this is just real life on a Thank God It's Friday. I can't wait, which is tomorrow. It's been a very, very intense week, but then every week is intense.
Well,
It's good.
Except we're not saying thank God it's Friday, because that means we're one day closer to going
It's
home.
true. It's true. But then you're coming back
We'll
soon
be back.
anyway.
We'll be back in October.
Very good. Let's enjoy the drink. So I just finished my last Zoom, and it's fantastic. Actually, in this particular case, it was a client wanting to relocate to Rome, and this is not the first time I do this. So I've got to travel a little bit further afield to see some properties and advice. Not something that I do very often, actually. I've got enough here going on in Salento. But now I'm going around the corner to see the work that has been project managed by Totti.
L'area è molto tisuca, quando tieni l'ala puoi sempre cadere.
La conoscevi questa?
Aspetta.
Tisu che cosa? Alto.
Alto.
In alto. E non volare troppo alto che sempre puoi
Cadere.
Puoi cadere,
Una cosa così,
Sì,
no?
vuol dire.
Sì, no,
Non fare molta...
non ti fare troppo
allora?
bene.
And thank God it's Friday. Early in the morning, 9 o'clock, starting my first lesson in class for my skipper license. A little nervous. Let's get the first lesson going and then get on with an amazing Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'm walking away with the nautical maps. It's been an hour and a half, been the first one probably. She just took a little longer. Fantastic, actually, a nice way of finishing the week. But what did I learn today? To stay safe wherever you are. Although we did deliver Palazzo Bella, but we still need to put the marble on the top of the kitchen. They tried with a crane this morning in many different ways, but they haven't been able, so they're coming back with a smaller crane this afternoon. to bring it up. Well, yeah, Palazzo Bella this morning. This is the marble to complete the kitchen. Everything that you could think went pear-shaped this morning when they couldn't bring the marble up there with a massive crane. So we waited for 4 hours for a smaller crane, which is there now. So we're gonna uplift it and go through the balcony door. So then the guys can unpack the case that contains the beautiful Carrara marble and fit it on our kitchen. So that's what we are. Heavy duty work here. Wow. See, now that the decision was taken to lift or raise the garden and bringing it level with this beautiful room and part of the house, we've decided to bring the rainwater out onto the street, which is legally where the rainwater should be discharged. We can't really say that this Friday was a quiet Friday. So now I'm on my way to Palazzo Bella to see how the installation of the marble has been going during the afternoon. And hopefully the plumber can come and connect the faucet to the kitchen. And then at 6 o'clock I have a meeting with my accountant. And then maybe I'll wrap up this Friday. And thank God it's Friday. Just finished my meeting. It's been amazing. Also had an opportunity to have a final drink with a beautiful couple that you've seen in this Thank God It's Friday, and the Castro family, which they're going to be part of this beautiful adventure. So it's been a very, very big week with so many things happening. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed the journey, and I'll see you next Friday. Until then, stay safe wherever you are. I was that. Yeah, I looked younger. Different hairstyle as well. Subscribe to 2025 and I'll see you every week on a Friday. Stay safe wherever you are.